It's Josh here. So today I'm doing this video on the Canon EOS Rebel SL2 with the 18-55 lens. As you all can see, pretty much holding it with a Joby tripod right now so that I can be able to extend my hand as long as I can from the camera. However, I think after today, after going to work, I think I'm going to make my way to the camera store and get myself the 10-18. So yeah, what I will do is I'll be right back. As soon as I'm done work, I'm going to go and head to the camera store and grab myself the 10-18. It makes life easier when you are vlogging. As you all can see, it's like almost in my face, but rest assured, you guys, I will show you the differences with the 18-55 and the 10-18, and I believe I might get it as a combo package with the 50mm 1.8 as well. So hang tight. You well can see I'm about to go to the camera store, and Henry's it is. So as mentioned, went to Henry's. And I got the power to create 2 lens kit. This is the one I was saying that is listed at $4.99 as a promo right now. It definitely comes with the what's called the 50mm 1.8 lens, as well as the 10-18 lens, which will be perfect for vlogging. So what I'll do when I get home, definitely gonna unbox this, and then you guys will be able to see the differences. All right, just arrived home, and it's time for me to unbox this new 2 lens kit that I got at Henry's. It's listed at 500, as I mentioned earlier, 500 Canadian, and grab everything that comes with it. So as I mentioned earlier, the reason why I wanted to get this was originally for the 10-18 lens, nice wide angle lens that you could utilize for, you know, vlogging itself, or if you decide to take a lot of landscape pictures in the future. But again, like I said, with this particular camera, I may use it, I'm using it more for video, less on the photography aspect, because I'll be using my Nikon instead. So what I will do is I will unbox this first, and then I will put it on this the body of the SL2, and you will see the differences. Right now it is on a Joby tripod, so if I was to hold it right now, I'd be holding it like this, but in a few seconds you will see the differences when I put this back on. So give me a sec here. Okay, so as you all can see, you currently are seeing this video with the 10-18 EFS lens. Again, so if I was gonna hold it, as I was talking about it earlier, right now it looks like, you know, I'm pretty far, nice wide angle lens, and then if I was to zoom, you could see it, it's almost the same as me putting the previous lens here, the 18-55, but now with having this nice wide angle. I look pretty further. There's a lot more room on this video when I'm vlogging with you now. One thing is, I gotta love this lens. I mean, with this lens itself, the aperture on this one is I believe 4.5, 5.6. I can't say nothing but good things about this lens. It just makes my life easy when I'm vlogging, or if I'm just gonna leave it on a tripod or a Joby tripod itself and just sit back and just talk to you this way. Like I mentioned before in a previous video, the one thing I love about this Canon SL2, it's running on a Digic 7 processor, and as well the dual pixel autofocus, it tracks me very well, as you well can see. So if I put my hand right there like earlier, and then you can see me, I come back in focus. So that is definitely what I'll do now. I will take this one off and put the 50 millimeter, and we'll see how that looks on this video. Chances are it's going to look like the 18 to 55 but closer, but since that one has a higher aperture of 1.8, but you'll see my background a little bit more blur. So yeah, give me a second here and I'll put that on for you. Alright, so what I've done, I've mounted the 50 millimeter now on the SL2, and as you well can see it, if you mount an EF lens on a crop sensor camera, the crop factor is actually 1.6. So what that would mean, instead of using it at the 50 millimeter range on a standard full frame, looking on a crop sensor now, crop sensor like the SL2, it's roughly around 80 millimeter now. So that way, I mean, with this kind of lens, I wouldn't be using it a whole lot on doing video, unless I have it, of course, mounted on another tripod or so at a fair distance, because right now the camera itself is roughly around 3.5–4 feet away from me right now. But again, the clarity of this one, the advantage of this lens is you would be able to change your aperture right to 1.8, so that way you can potentially get the background nice and blur. But for me, it would be good for photography, for portraits. As for the 18 to 55, which was the standard kit lens, that's okay. But I mean, again, that's why it's a kit lens. It's more of a middle, an okay lens, you can say. But ultimately, if you want to take any landscape, the 10 to 18 is phenomenal. But for vlogging, I love the 10 to 18. As you well can see earlier, when I was changing lenses, I can actually hold it here, and it would look, I would look far because of the wide angle lens it is. Videos to come. Alright, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, of course, to see future videos. And you can follow me on Instagram at Josh Estrada Photography. So once again, I'd like to thank you so much for your time, and hope to see you guys on the next video. Take care, and see you again. Bye.